Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are setting up my September budget sheets as well as the budget calendar that I use. The last couple months I've set them up for both my family budget and my business. This month we're just going to do family because I'm still sort of figuring out the best way to do my business budget, and it hasn't quite been working for me the last couple of months. I've not really known where to put everything, so obviously need to do some reshuffling on that. But we are going to use this kit here called Autumn Den for my family budget, and then we are going to use for the monthly spread, we're going in a completely different color direction, and we're using the School Girly monthly kit because I think it is so super cute for September with the apples. So let's start with the actual budget pages and then move on to the calendar. Okay, I'm just gonna set this sheet aside here. So let's get our main budget set up here. I'm going to use these scripts here for the header. Cute. Okay. So I think I printed washi as well. Yes. Okay. Guess we will just jump right in. I have to say I am really missing cash budgeting right now because I just get a lot of satisfaction from putting that money aside, knowing exactly where we stand, etc. But I am also just glad that that we have the option to use our cards when necessary, because I don't want to handle cash all that much right now. It's just not worth it, and we're doing so much of our shopping online. Okay, so I need to leave 4 lines for salary, so our income, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this baby. Like, we're doing all our grocery shopping, all of our, like literally almost everything is being bought online right now. Okay, pen. So we're going to write my husband's salary. We have my magazine. We have Etsy. And then I usually just put other next to it because that would be sort of anything sales wise. And then miscellaneous. Okay. I don't fill in these numbers on camera. I do that afterward. Now, do I want to stick with the sort of muted blue and yellows or add a pop of color in? Maybe I'll use these ones. Oopsie. Okay, we're gonna do variable expenses here. And then I just like to flip it around so that I can line it up with the other side here. And do fixed. It's a bit crooked. All right, so under here we have our, what do we have? We have our electric, which was so insanely high this past month. I literally don't know how. Like, I don't understand it. But I'm going to budget it at about 120. Our natural gas utilities, which is usually lower in the summer than in the winter, so we'll do that at 90. Groceries, we budget 600. Gas for the car, I think I've been budgeting 100, but I don't think it's been anywhere near that. Dog food will be, I think it'll be about 80 this month. We don't have any grooming, and I don't think we'll need to buy kibble, just the raw food. We have our one credit card payment, which I always just estimate at about 500. And then I put in a line for unbudgeted, and that always gets budgeted at 0. Okay, over here we have rent at 17.15, car and tenant insurance is 177. Life insurance, 70. I do internet and Netflix together, and they are just about 100. Cell phones. Okay, so that's changing because my husband just switched us. So I'm gonna budget it. That's fixed. It might not be that different at the end, so I'm gonna put 65, and I'll just adjust if I need to. And then allowances for my husband and I, just spending money, is 300 total. True. Variable. Whoops. Total. And then our fixed total. Okay, so that makes this $14.90, and this is $24.27. Okay, so then I like to put this down here. You don't have to do this, or you could just use this strip here as your budget if you don't want to split out like variables and expenses. Sorry, variables and fixed expenses. But I like to put this in just so that I capture the sum of those somewhere. So we have $14.90 plus $24.27 is $39.17. Right, then I like to put another washi strip. And then our totals. Oops. Okay, that's page 1, done and good to go. Okay, page 2 is our weekly check-in. Let's pull that sheet. See if I can get this somewhat straight and centered. That's actually not bad. Okay, and then I track 3 things on a week-to-week basis, and they are gas, groceries, and anything unbudgeted, because those are the ones that we sort of need to just check on keeping either within the budget for gas and groceries and knowing how much is left for the week, and then also what's happening with unbudgeted that we might need to keep better track of. So let me speed through this part and be back in a moment. Okay, I forgot that on months with 5 weeks, I end up needing a second page for this because there isn't a lot of room down here. I'm just going to fill this in super small this month, but hopefully I'll remember for the next 5-week month. So that is page 2. The only other thing that we need to set up is our transaction log, which only takes a second. So let's grab my next sheet of paper and that happened last month too. Okay, transaction log. This is a super easy one. Okay, so this is the September budget sort of tally sheets and things like that. Now we can do the monthly calendar. So I started adding this monthly spread to my budget planner last month, and I'm finding it really helpful to just visualize where everything is. I had been putting all of my bills just in my monthly spread for my catch-all planner, but it was just getting a little bit crowded, and I found that I was forgetting bills. Sometimes I choose not to put them on because the day was already so full, but I really need to have this in front of me. So it really helped to have the monthly spread last week, and I'm excited to keep doing it this month. I said last week, I meant last month. I've been doing that a lot lately. Okay, let's get started. All right, so let's do our headers. I can't remember how I made these fit. Oh yeah, should remember. They're my product. Both the stickers and the inserts, but you know. Okay. Oh, shoot, I knew. Hold up. Oh boy. Let's hope this goes back down. I felt like something was missing, but I couldn't figure out what I thought it was. And evidently, I should have just looked up at the other sheet. Oh boy. Okay, let's hope I have as much luck with this one. Okay. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Whoa, okay. All right, let me date this and then I will be right back. And I'm gonna fix the lighting in here before I come back. All right, I have dated this. I did date it. I just pulled the numbers from, like, the date dots from a different leftover sheet I had. This is a bit of an oops sheet because it's easier to pick them up with the tweezers when the backing isn't on it. Okay, so now we can just go through and add in all the things. So let's do that. So the first is a Tuesday, which means that I have 2 paydays actually that day. I've got Etsy and my magazine. And then there's also rent to pay. So I'm gonna use a payday sticker. And then I would add in like Etsy and a $, and then BVM, which is a publishing company with a $. I'll do that part afterwards though. So rent, I use one of these little home icons for. Oops, there we go. Oh, and then the other thing is that on the 1st and 15th, we have our allowances that we pay ourselves. Okay, I think I'm gonna do all of my paydays first, just to get that out of the way. So it's every Tuesday for Etsy. And I won't have enough payday stickers with this kit. I put 5 in because I know for most people that would probably be enough, but for us, because our income is so diversified, we actually have more than that. So my husband gets paid on the 4th. So these are all Etsy and the magazine. My husband gets paid on the 4th and the 18th. And then I will have one, I think probably on the 17th. Okay. Now we will just go through and add the bills as they come. So the 3rd is our internet bill, or somewhere around there, to be honest. I can never remember. Okay, and then the 9th is our car and tenant insurance. So I like to use the umbrella for that. And actually, weirdly, this date seems to vary. It's not actually always on the 9th. It's somewhere between, like, anywhere between the 8th and the 10th, weirdly. I don't know why that is. I got no idea. Also on the 8th, we will have dog food to order. Well, we'll order it the week before, but we'll pay for it around the 8th. And I think that that's it for the rest of this week here. The 15th is allowance again for my husband and I. Oops, so just mark that there. The 17th is our credit card payment. The 18th is our car payment. And then our utilities would be the 20th, so they'll actually come out on the 21st, I think. So I'm just going to use the water. Last month I used both the flame for heat and then the water, but I think I'm just going to use this one. This says utilities to me more than a flame. Alrighty, the 20th. Oh no, also on this day we have YouTube and life insurance. So let me just stack these. That's another good reason to only use one icon per bill. So what did I say? Life insurance, and that gets the other umbrella. $22nd, 23rd, nothing. 24th, nothing. Oh, no, wait. 22nd will be dog food again. Usually every 2 weeks or so. Okay, so now 23rd, 24th, 25th, nothing. The 26th, our electric would be due. So that'll be the Monday. And then we have our cell phones, and the date is going to change for those, and it's actually going to be 2 different dates because my daughter and I were with the same company, but we're not anymore. One is going to be close to the beginning of the month. I'm going to put one on the 4th. And I'll leave the other one for now because I'm not 100% sure. Okay, Office 365 comes out the 29th. So I'm gonna put that here. Just the bill due script. Netflix, I think, is the 28th. So we'll add that one there. And then on the last day of the month, we do a settle up in Splitwise, which is the app that we use to share expenses with my daughter's mom. All right, is that everything? I believe that it is. So then over here, I like to put the shopping cart here, and I will write groceries. Down here I do gas, and then this one down here is others. So I like to use these little asterisks for this. So we'll do one, I'm just gonna space them evenly. We used to just do groceries every 2 weeks, and it worked out well. But once the pandemic hit, that didn't actually work all that well for us, or at all, because we just had to take sort of delivery and pickup spots when we could get them. So now we pretty much just do delivery, and we just do it when we think of it, really. Okay, so then other goes down here, and that would be anything like, I had to order my daughter a new school bag and lunch bag. So those would go in here. Or if my husband needed clothes or whatever, that's the kind of stuff that would go in there. Okay, that is it. So I am going to go in with the pen now, and I will be right back to show you the finished product. So there is my finished monthly budget calendar. This has been so helpful for me, like I said, last month, just keeping track of it all. Excuse me, I do go in and write amounts afterwards, especially I'll pre-write the amounts that we know they'll be, like fixed expenses, and then other things I will add them in as I go and as I know them. So that is that, and then we have our September budget to go along with it. So the budget, the weekly check-in, and the transaction log. And that makes up my September budget. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, and don't forget to check me out over on Instagram and Etsy at A Pretty Planscape. I'll see you all again soon. Bye, friends.